The Howard Stern Show.
You know, you're describing the process. You fucking come up with this great idea. You're writing the goddamn thing. You're doing it on a paper bag or some shit like the Gettysburg Address. You're thinking it through. Then you're linking on a train.
I have written I have written on hotel stationery before.
Fucking your girlfriend for a few days. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you're really sacrificing. You know, and you're doing this thing, and it's and it's a moment of brilliance, and you're like, where does all this inspiration come from? You know, who knows? You maybe even get religious, whatever. It's all going on. You finish the script. You send it to 3 actors because you're thinking of them. And you say to them, listen, assholes. That's the way you got to talk in Hollywood. Don't fucking show this script.
It was more like
anyone.
12 people, but
all right, 12 people. Don't show this fucking script to anyone. I worked my balls off on this. One of these douchebags takes the script. Your theory is maybe showed it to their agent.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
And someone put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Now, lucky for you, no one reads anymore. I know you were bummed out. You were actually thinking of not making the movie, right?
Yeah, well, it kicked me in the shins in a really delicate part of the creative process. And so I didn't overreact. I think I reacted the right way. All right. But the thing about it was, to put it in a more correct process or context, I guess, was the fact that one of the reasons I was so disturbed at the moment is I was going to try to write this one different than I had written other ones before. Normally I write like just one big novel. So I start at the beginning, and then I get to the middle, and hopefully by that point that's when the characters take it. And then I write the end, and then when I get to the end, I'm done. And I might
But you write it in a screenplay format.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. But it's like one big story that I get to the end of the, if I'm taking 6 months to do it, by the end of, on that last month, I'm writing the end.
Right.
And then that's it. And then I might like tinker with it from time to time. But that whole thing was what I did.
Right.
What I wanted to do with this one, which is different than I'd ever done before, is I wanted to write 3 different drafts of the script before I considered myself finished.
Really?
Just spend time with the material. Spend time with the story. Get
3 completely different drafts.
Well, I mean, not completely different,
but pretty different.
But it could evolve.
And then what was the idea? You'd pick the best scenes from each script?
Well, the idea was to go through the process 3 different times and see what I learned.
Dude, you are committed to your art. I mean, that is crazy.
I mean, like, just to give you an example, it's like there's an element. I won't go that much further. There was an element in the script that deals with this letter written by Abraham Lincoln that kind of figures throughout the whole piece. In the first draft, it's brought up once in the stagecoach at the beginning, and then that's it. Now, I knew I wanted to do more, but I wasn't ready yet.
Right.
But I didn't have to be ready yet. I could just let it evolve. And by the second draft, I deal with it a little bit more, and by the third draft, I deal with it a little bit more. And the ending that I had in that first draft wasn't the ending. It was a ending, but it wasn't the ending.
You remind me of a painter in the sense that that's how they do paintings. They do them over a 6-month, sometimes a period, and they screw with it. Sometimes it never even looks like the original painting. They keep moving and shifting things. They'll study little things. And you put this kind of care. That's why I say, so when this thing ends up on the internet.
So which draft and
The first draft.
The first draft.
Okay. That's why I was so
first draft's always
violated,
the best.
basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you did this whole process. So in other words, you had done a lot of extra work. You worked a whole new way. And then somebody sticks it on the internet.
Yeah, that was a drag.
That is a drag. How'd you get over that? Because you were going to release it as a book or something.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm going to take my I'm going to take my blocks and go home.
Right.
All right, I'm going to teach Hollywood a lesson because I'm going to deny you of my genius. That was that was the way I was going to punish the world.
Yeah.
All right.
Who do you call to sort of get over that? Because it seems to me you don't write with anyone else, right?
No.
There's no one you show these scripts to as you're writing, and you say, "Hey, I'm stuck," or
the actors were like Sam Jackson was like in another country in England doing a movie. He read the script. He knows he has this great role. Then he hears from his manager, "Oh, Quentin's not doing it because someone leaked it on the internet." What? That motherfucker better get over this shit.
The Howard